Yo, what's going on? It's D-Man bringing to you another Ghost of Tsushima video. I want to thank everybody that showed love on my previous video. And like I said before, I don't know how much Ghost content I will post on this channel, but I do want to post a little bit of Ghost content. And it is my second channel, which is technically supposed to be an anime channel, but I think that Ghost content will work. So let's go ahead and talk about the raid. In this video, I'm going to give you not necessarily a walkthrough, but a little guide to the raid and show you how to beat each chapter pretty easily. I know how it goes. Like, for the most part, or not even for the most part, when we first play a raid, we want to beat it by ourselves. No help or anything like that. But you may get to a part and it just makes you frustrated and you get to Googling. So I'm going to show you what we did to get through each chapter. I won't have the chest in this particular video. That will be in another video that should be uploaded tonight also. So be on the lookout for that. Also, this is my first time doing any type of video like this on the first channel, on the second channel. So let me know in the comments below if I talk too much, if I don't talk enough, if I need to show more. Always ask questions if you have any in the comments. So let's go ahead and get into it. So chapter 1 of EO is pretty simple. When you first start off and fight these enemies, you'll see these pods that contains crystals. The first crystal is in the pod that you might see at the very beginning. It's in the highest paddy field. And what you want to do with that crystal is take it all the way up to the top and place it on the monument. So opening the pods are pretty easy. All you have to do is kill enemies by these pods. And once they die, they'll explode and that will crack open the pod. So get 2 or 3 enemies by a pod, kill them by it. They don't have to be directly under it. But once they die, they'll explode, crack the pod, and eventually the crystal will pop out if you choose the right one. So once again, the first crystal is in the higher paddy field. The second one is actually right by the monument. Once you place that crystal, come to the right here if you're coming from the top, the left if you're coming from the bottom of the stairs. And this pod also contains a crystal.
Caught their enemy unaware.
Now the third and final crystal is all the way in the back to the left of the stairs. Once again, just kill enemies by that pod and it should crack open. And like I said, I'm doing this part in the video mainly to show you which pods contains the crystals, because there are a bunch of duds. Some crystals have the exploding dogs, and those are the most annoying enemies on the game. So if you just want to get right to the pods that have the crystals, there you go. There's one at the very top, one in the highest paddy field, and one at the very back. Now you just defend your teammate, get them to the top of the stairs, which can be pretty frustrating. But once you get them to the top of the stairs, you'll be able to move on to the next part. So once you place the crystals, you'll come to these pillars with these eyes of Eo is what they call them. And oh my gosh, these things here, bro. If you get trapped inside, you'll end up being stuck. And if you're stuck long enough, you go down. So we did go down a few times, but we have a couple of Ronin that we run with, me being one of them. And when somebody goes down, we could just heal them up really quick. No problem. But if you do get stuck in one of these, just have one of your teammates hit you and you will be free. So we have a hunter, and our hunter just shoots us with the bow and arrow really quick, and that sets us free. So it can be pretty annoying, but not impossible. Just jump across the stone pillars and avoid the eyes of Io. From there, we move on to the village of disciples. It starts off pretty easy. All you have to do is cleanse the village of lost souls, which means kill everybody. And honestly, on Ghost of Tsushima, that's why we're here, right? We want to just slice and dice everybody. So you and your team just run through the village. Make sure you drop any and everybody in your way. And from there, you will gather at the top of the mountain in this red soul well. And this is a little bit of a puzzle. So what you want to do is fill the door up with blood. Now, how you do that, it's pretty simple. So you'll see a bunch of disciples of Io pop up all over the village once you stand in that soul well. And if you don't know what the disciples of Io are, I'm pretty sure you know, but if you don't know, you'll see the big red aura in the sky, kind of like Gon from Hunter x Hunter when he went crazy against P2. Those are the people you want to kill. So what we did is have one person stand at the top on that pillar because it's a valuable shortcut, and sometimes that shortcut does feel needed. But you're going to see me rush the disciple of Io, and once I kill him or her or whatever it is, you'll see that my soul potency is at a level of 10. Now, it goes down every once in a while, so by the time you get to the soul well, you won't have 10. But if you kill people on the way, that's a +1. But sometimes I feel like it's not even worth it. You know, just take your 10 and go get to the soul well, deposit them. And once you do that for a little while, the door will fill up with blood.
The disciple was mortally wounded.
So after your team completes that, and once again, you want your whole team doing that, killing disciples of Io, you will get to these ropes and platforms and more eyes of Io. And this can be pretty annoying. And this is why they said, you know, they did not have matchmaking in the raid because it takes a lot of communication, etc., etc. Personally, I do think that they should still have matchmaking in the raid because not everyone has people to play with, and people can jump into the raid solo and get on the mic. We just have to trust our community, right? What you want to do here is stand on the platforms, and each platform will bring up a different tile. So right now, 2 people are standing on a platform and 2 people are going to jump across. So it takes a little bit of communication, have to coordinate it just right. If not, you'll just end up falling to your death, and you're not trying to do this over and over again, even though it's a checkpoint. So you see 2 people are on a tile, 2 people are jumping across. Now, once your other 2 teammates get across, there will be more tiles. So you and the previous teammate that was on the tile can get to this small island in the sky like Mario 64. All you got to do is jump across, then swing, and you'll be on this island. Now, there will be one tile at the top of this island that would be used for your teammates on the other side. So it's a bunch of coordination going on here. We use this tile to bring up platforms on the other mountain that helps your teammates. Now, on the other side, one teammate goes down low, One teammate goes up top. The one down low will have to chill out for a little bit, and the one up top will have to fight and do a little bit more work, but it's all good, man. We finally make it across, and guess what? There's another towel, and that towel would then allow your teammate to jump across, get to the island to the far right, and now we're pretty much at the end. As always, you do want to dodge the eyes of EO, but if you can hit your teammate or if you're in striking range, it's no big deal, really. So the teammate on the far right side of the island, guess what? They're gonna find another towel. Can you believe that? So once he steps on that, that gives us the platforms and the swinging to get to the end pretty much. So he's just gonna stand there as we swing across and get to the end of this puzzle or maze, whatever. From there, we stand on a towel to bring our teammate from the far right. Everything is pretty much self-explanatory, but just in case you somehow missed it, I don't want to leave you hanging. So we stand on the towel, my friend Doom swings across, and it's easy money. So next up, you have these attunements, and honestly, when I see these, I think we're about to fight, right? But it turns out to be another puzzle. So chapter 1 is kind of puzzle heavy. It's not tough, but it is puzzle heavy. But one thing you have to know is the people that grab the attunements, they cannot see what icons are above the platforms that pops up. So if you're a person like myself who did not grab one, you need to direct traffic. So you see on my screen that I can see which attunements are jumping up. If the sun is above the missing platform, tell your sun person to jump. Simple as that. But the thing is, the people that grab them, they do not see anything. They see a circle and everything looks the same. So if you don't coordinate, you're gonna mess up. And you can see right here, we did mess up, partly because I was keeping my eye open for those treasures. So I was late, but if your communication isn't on point, then yeah, you're falling right to the bottom and you have to start over. So luckily starting over isn't a big deal. It's only chapter 1, so it isn't anything too heavy. Just if you don't have an attunement, direct your teammates, let them know which one needs to jump across, because once again, they can't see anything, and you'll get to the top of this mountain. Now at the mountain, you will find 2 blue attunements that both of your teammates need to grab. So just be aware of that. You can save time by just bringing the whole team, but you're gonna see, I don't actually show it. It's self-explanatory, right? But I will say that even though it's in a different video, this is how you get the crystal to find the chest in this area. So once again, I'm directing my teams across the platform. They're waiting on me to call out. And so we just get up here, and to your left, you'll see a little crystal right here. And you place that crystal at the bottom. Once again, that will be another video. So once you solve that puzzle, which really isn't a puzzle, all you have to do is cross this bridge. This bridge is annoying as shit. It's a bunch of eyes of EO and also invisible people. And honestly, we did not feel like dealing with it at this point. So we just kind of ran through. If you want to fight them, that's cool. But just know that it's not really necessary. And I have on melee resolve, so I got that to get my ultimate back. But that's about it. If you do get trapped in the eyes of EO, once again, just tell your teammates to hit you and you'll be set free. And it doesn't even have to be a melee hit, man. They can throw a bomb pack at you, just anything, bro. Anything to get you out of that. And once you cross the bridge, you'll be able to get to the final part of chapter 1. So now we're at the final part of chapter 1. You'll get to this village. And now everybody in your team has to do a trial. Now, how do you get these trials? They're pretty hard to miss. Giant statues with a flame. You probably want to check those out. All of these trials have different burdens, and you need to get a certain amount of kills with those burdens equipped. Now, if you go down, you have to start over. And also keep in mind that EO is hunting you at this point. So there is pretty much a time limit. That's all that means. So my burden is get kills without no ability usage, which is perfect for me because, you know, I'm a Ronin and my ability isn't really lethal. But you do have certain burdens that might be pretty tough. That have a no melee burden, a no dodge burden, and also a no range attack burden. Overall, it's pretty simple to do. Once again, just keep in mind that EO is hunting you, so you're on a time limit.
Ready to fight.
The ghost's vision began to darken.
So you see I completed mine, and at this point I'm just helping my teammate complete theirs, and all I'm gonna do is attack people and get them down to 1 health, because I swear, like, that no melee might be the toughest one. So luckily my boy J Hamp had some bomb packs on him, and all he had to do was run around and keep picking up bomb packs. But you see I'm trying to help him, but not killing the enemy, but just bringing their health down a little bit. So once you all complete your trials, that is the end of chapter 1. And let me tell you my only issue with Ghost of Tsushima Legends right now. Now, honestly, I appreciate Sucker Punch. Like, so far, this is game of the year for me. I love this game. You know, I love Legends, free update, did the most. But that raid took an hour. Look at the rewards. Now, I'm used to, like, I'm not a gamer, you know what I mean? I game a little bit, but I remember playing Destiny Vault of Glass, right? And everybody was raving about the Vet's Mytho class because you can only get it in the raid. So far from what I've seen, Ghost has no raid specific loot, no raid specific gear, only raid specific cosmetics. That's what I know right now. So what's the point of playing the raid? There's no replayability, in my opinion. Of course, we're going to play it once because we just want to see what the raid is like. But if we're playing this for an hour plus and we get the same loot as Nightmare Story missions or Gold Survival, then what's the point? You know what I mean? But either way, I hope you all enjoyed this video. You all be safe. Peace.